Yo. What's going on? Hey, guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I wanted to make sure I got everything in for y'all. I wanted to get all my prospect stuff done. I wanted to get all my, lineup stuff done. I wanted to check out the waiver wire hardcore a little bit for you. We had a good weekend. I think we had a good weekend. Every pick I picked, let's go over the picks I said. Thursday, I said Xavier Worthy. Friday, I said Jaden Reed because of the Eagles defense and how the unders are open. Hey, even Sunday, I said Jameson Williams, Lat McConkey. I was saying about the draft. I said pick up Lat McConkey. I said Jameson Williams. It was in Brian Thomas Jr. And even Keon Coleman stepped it up. But I was saying all these people that people were picking late was going to come through. Hey, I'm trying to help y'all. I know I'm not big time like everybody else, but I'm telling you right now, you don't need to be big time to know what you're talking about. I'm telling you that right now. Everybody had to start somewhere. It was sad. We did have some decent injuries this week. Obviously, we had the Jordan Love injury. We had Njoku. We had Jake Ferguson. We had a couple others. Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua is going to be going about what? I think they said about 3 weeks. He had PCL. So, and then you got, he's definitely on the IR, so I don't know how long that's going to be. And then you had Jordan Love, 3 to 6 weeks. You got Malik Willis starting for him. Jake Ferguson, I haven't really heard anything about yet. And Njoku, I haven't really heard anything about. Jake Ferguson, I did draft on a couple leagues, so I am going to have to figure that out today, what I'm going to do with that today. And I'm going to tell you guys, Jordan Mason, I told a bunch of people, I was like, I'm going to give y'all, a pointer that if you play fantasy a lot, you should always know. If you have somebody that's questionable for Monday, if they're questionable for Monday, always put them in your flex. If you can, put them in your flex. Because that way, when Monday comes up, if you can't get that backup, if you don't have that backup, you can put another positional player from that team in. And there was people like Lazard and people like that wasn't drafted that are out there. You could have just threw in your lineup so you didn't take a zero. Always remember, focus on the flex. Always look at that. When somebody's questionable, put them in your flex. That way you be very flexible on who you can pick up. All right, we're going to get with it. First, we're going to start off real quick. If y'all look at the bottom right, that's my prize picks lineups for tonight. The one with Kyle Schwarber and those guys on it, and the Demons on it, that's my lineup of the day. That's my crazy lineup of the day. $750 to win $750. That's one of those lineups you do to where you if all these guys do their thing, because it has happened before. I hit it before where all those guys were, a couple of them hit home runs, a couple of them get doubles, triples, on a couple runs, and it's happened. But $7 is the no sweat bet. $7.50 is a no sweat bet. Some of y'all poop that crap. Some of y'all just throw it away. Some of y'all go get a beer that's at the game that costs $13. I know because I've done it. All right, so what we're going to start off with today first, I'm going to start off with my ESPN college picks, and then we're going to get into everything else. These are my college picks of the week. Obviously, I'm wearing my Alabama shirt because we got Alabama playing, but I don't even know if because usually in the college picks, they don't have them on there because it's too easy of a game. So, as you can see, one of the first college picks is going to be South Carolina LSU. They got South Carolina. South Carolina's 2-0. They got them plus 225, but they got LSU 1-1, 83% pick. You just got to go with the favorite. It's SEC, but South Carolina has a great coach. That's the only scary thing about them is that they do have a great coach, and that's something you definitely need to be worried about. You know what? Let me go share this out because somebody asked me to share this, and I didn't do it last time. So let me share it out. I should have it automatically shared, but I can be weird sometimes. I be forgetting. I'm old, man. I'm old. I be forgetting things. Am I not logged in under me? Let me see. Am I even live streaming right now? It says I'm live streaming, so whatever. But I'll share it later. Ain't no big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and pick LSU. I want to pick South Carolina because they're, like I said, they have a great coach. They're 2-0, and they're slippery this year. And LSU just don't look like LSU. They're 1-1 for a reason right now. But, they're 83% pick. That might be that pick to go the other way, so I might come back to it. Memphis Tigers and Florida State Seminoles. So everybody's still picking FSU. You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going Memphis. That'd be one of those weird one another weird that I'm telling you, something's going on with FSU. I don't know if they're cursed about last year or whatever, but something's going on big time with them right now. Man, I wish somebody was here to let me know if I'm actually like streaming right now, because there's some weird stuff going on right now. I don't really know if it's my internet or what, and I want to make sure like nothing's really going on right now. So let me see real quick. View channel live. Are they just not letting me go live right now? Is that what it is? Or did I not do something? Uh, I should be live though. I can see that the chat's going on. I think something just might be going on my phone, maybe. Frontier's up. Let me see. Let's log out of here real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry for the delay real quick, but this is what I'm talking about because I have Frontier and Spectrum. Frontier I use for all my internet stuff, but I use Spectrum for some things, and sometimes it'll switch back and forth. So that's okay. There we go. I am live. And I'm gonna go ahead and share that out. I shared that out there, and I'm gonna go ahead and share it out again. And there we go. All right, so I should be good now. I should be good and great now. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the rest of the picks. So Gators in Texas. I'm rolling with I'm rolling with Texas A&M. I want to go for the Gators, but their schedule is hard this year, and I think they're like in a little weird mode right now. I want to pick them, but Texas A&M, after what I just watched with them, they're gonna be fine. I'm gonna go through these fast because I know this ain't important to you a lot. This is important to me because I have to do my pick. Washington State and Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington. West Virginia and Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Pitt. App State and East Carolina. Okay, so this is gonna be one of those weird picks. Everybody picking East Carolina. I'm gonna go ahead and pick East Carolina. The Hoosiers and UCLA. I'm gonna roll with the Hoosiers, UCF, and TCU. I'm gonna go with UCF. Oh man, TCU been doing. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Colorado and Colorado State. I'm going Colorado State. Y'all can go Colorado. But last year, this game, Colorado State beat them. So let me see, Maryland and Virginia. I'm gonna roll with Maryland on this one. I hate to do that, but I am, and I'm doing points wise. I'm gonna do 51 points for that, 59 points for that game, and then go back up. And I think I'm gonna do South Carolina for this game. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So my picks are locked in for that. Let's jump off of that. All right, so I did lose my first game on my ESPN league. You see who I got: Lamar, Kyron, Travis Etienne got that fumble. Kevin really, I actually got beat pretty bad. Probably like by 20, 30. They had Saquon Barkley. Everybody knows if you played against Saquon Barkley, you got destroyed. So this week, I don't think I'm gonna make any changes. I don't feel like I need to make any changes yet. But we can go look and see what's out there on the waiver wire anyway, because a lot of people, like, that's what you're here for. You want to see like what's out there right now, and I probably need to at least look and see what's on the waiver wire. Let's see. We'll go add players. Let's see what's out there. All right, we got defenses. We got Saints, Bengals, Chiefs. Let me see. Lions defense. Lions are playing Tampa Bay. Not messing with that. Sean Watson was garbage. Jaguars are Buffalo. Jawan Johnson. Yeah. There's nothing you really wanna. There's nothing on this waiver wire you really want to even go for right now, unless you lost a tight end or something. But let me see. If you lost like one of the tight ends, that's what you got. He did score. Chick scored. Jawan, I think, scored. Joe Funt didn't do anything. I'm going to see Hayden Hurst. He caught a couple passes. I think he'll catch more. Remember, Hayden Hurst is playing Carolina, so he might have a good game. Gesicki, he almost scored, I think. But I think he got out of bounds or pushed him out of bounds or something. He almost scored. Darren Waller. I don't know why they still got him on there. He's retired. Gerald River. Yeah, there's nobody on this waiver wire that I would actually tell anybody to pick up. And I'm talking, if you wanted to pick like Jawan Johnson or Chig up, that's cool. But like, it's just nothing there really. So hopefully you got now. Jonnu Smith might have a better game against Buffalo. Buffalo is not that great against tight ends, so you could do that. But and Mike Gesicki. I will say that once their offense get going, he'll be good. But I just don't know. I don't think I would really do that either. So, but let me see what else they got. The flex. Miles Sanders got more work than Chuba Hubbard, which I couldn't believe because I was a Chuba Hubbard fan. So let me see. You got Andre. If T. Higgins don't play, let me see. He did. What did he do? 4 catches, 48 yards, 6 targets, and the defense was swarming. So that's okay. Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 32 yards. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing: Lamar is spreading the ball around. Whoever's open is open. He is gonna get it to the main guy. Luke McCaffrey might not be a bad pickup. He had 2 receptions, 28 yards, 4 targets. Played against the Bucks. Bucks defense is actually decent, but I think they lost a couple people. Let me see. Justice Hill might be a good pickup, but he's only good if they're behind. I'm telling you right now. If they're behind and they got to pass, he's going to be the passes down running back, and they're not going to be behind that much. This will probably be the only game they're literally going to be behind is that Thursday night game. So let me see. Kenneth Gainwell. He didn't really do much, even though they were moving around. Let me see. Josh Reynolds for Denver, no. So you really don't have a lot to do with on most. Depends on how many people you have in your league. Like for me, I don't see anything that I would make any changes for. You might see something like Demario Douglas, 3 catches, 42 yards, 6 targets. Not my cup of tea. Let me see quarterbacks. Sean Watson, Geno Smith, Bo Nix. Geno ran more this week than I've ever seen him run. He used to be like that back in the days, but the coach they got now is probably going to let him open up a little bit and trust him and let him, hey, do your thing. And that's why they did what they did. Look at 67% passing, 248 yards a touchdown. He was better than most quarterbacks. Most of the top 10 quarterbacks, except for obviously Lamar, Josh Allen like that, and Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud, and Mahomes. He actually had more passing yards almost than Mahomes. He had a better percentage, I think, than Mahomes. But that's what I'm saying. He had 3 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. I think he ran a touchdown in, I thought, but maybe he didn't. But let me see. Will Levis, not a bad quarterback to pick up if you lost Jordan Love. He's slinging that thing 243 yards, a touchdown, 1 interception, 3 rush. But he will run, and that's a big deal. Daniel Jones, is what I always said. There's no reason for you to pay this man what you paid him. But you know what? And those ugly, I don't even know what those jerseys were. It almost made me sick watching it. People keep talking about Mike Penix. Do not go out there and try to pick up Mike Penix because of that game Kirk Cousins just had. You got to realize T.J. Watt is literally one of the best defensive player or the best defensive player in the league. I don't care who you're. If you're not a running quarterback, you are not getting away from that man, and people are panicking already on Kirk Cousins and Drake London and all that, when Pittsburgh's defense is top 5 in the league. And so people are already panicking. The people you panic on is going to be like a Bryce Young. Their offense is not going to be good here. That's the reason he's on a waiver wire. Bo Nix, he's young. The first game. Deshaun Watson is, if you have any of those receivers on your team, that's literally the only people that I can say you can panic about after the weekend, because Deshaun Watson, Dallas defense is good, but not as great as it was last year. Deshaun Watson is not good anymore for some reason, and I don't know why. I keep watching him, trying to, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. There's no way you got those receivers you have with Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, and Amari Cooper, and Joe Cooper before he got hurt, and then you got Jerome Ford back there, for him to be playing he blatantly missed some passes. Don't get me wrong, I think Amari Cooper dropped a pass that could have been a touchdown, but Deshaun Watson is he's just, I don't know, man. If I had any other receiver on my team, that's the only reason I didn't get any of those receivers on that team, is because of that. Geno Smith. Like I said, we already went over that. Justin Fields, let's see what Justin Fields even did. 195, a touchdown, interception. It was a good defensive game. He did what he can. Derek Carr, they have the easiest schedule this year. There's no reason for Derek Carr not to be drafted. I'll be real with you. There's no reason for him not to be drafted. If you need a quarterback, if you lost Jordan Love, Derek Carr is who you go get. If I needed him, I will get him. I do not need him, so obviously I'm not gonna go get him. We already went over that. These are the wide receivers we already went over. Luke McCaffrey would be good for the long run. Justice Hill would be good for the long run. Kickers, ain't no reason to really mess with that. Santos is okay. Saunders will be okay later. Tyler Bass, no. Boswell, be good for you to pick up, but they did 2 field goals. It was a low scoring game. And then you had Cam Little who missed one, but yeah, there's nobody else like you need down there. But my team for this week, let me see. Let me go check out my team real quick. Do I need to change anything? Lamar, Kyron, Travis Etienne, Kevin Ridley, Keon Coleman, Kyle Pitts, Josh Jacobs, Ravens, and Young Koo. Falcons defense can sit right there. Tyler Conklin can sit right there. Ray Davis, Mike Williams. My bench is not there. I got a second half bench. That's why I drafted what I drafted. Praying for the second half and playing for them to carry because my bye weeks are so far apart. But I lost 139 to 102. Like I said, he had Saquon Barkley. He had Barkley, Mike Evans, Alvin Kamara, and they just completely, like, Joe Burrow didn't do nothing. James Cook did okay. Devontae Smith, he did pretty good. Joe Cook got hurt. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and he got 17 points out of the 49ers kicker and defense. So, but Mike Evans, he probably get a touchdown, but he's not going to get 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley is not going to score 3 every week. So this was a good game for him to win. We were supposed to be closer than that, and we weren't. So I'm going to move on for that one. This is my non-PPR league. I destroyed them. Like, I think I scored, like, way more than, like, I scored 58 points. He scored 31 points because, look, Lamar Jackson, Jerome Ford, A.J. Brown, Deebo Samuel this weekend, and then the Bears defense. I told everybody if I couldn't get the Ravens defense, I'm going for the Bears defense. And I'm telling you right now, regardless of how Caleb Williams does, that defense is good, and they're just going to get better. He had Kyler Murray, Cook, Breece Hall. He had the number 2 pick, obviously. DJ Moore. And I had the number 1 pick, and I traded for the 12th pick. And this is how I turned out because I did A.J. Brown, Lamar Jackson. That's exactly what I did. And then I went around Debo and I think Zamir White. But Zamir White just had a bad game. Gardner Minshew is horrible. They need to get rid of him. Gardner Minshew is not good. So hopefully they figure out something about that. I'm not going to change anything. I don't need to change anything. I do have, like, Keon Coleman on the bench. But, like, if you look, I'm going to have to get rid of Jake Ferguson. I keep him. And Jonathan Brooks, I'll keep him. Like, if Ferguson comes back and be all right, I'll be fine. I'm done with that one. And this is one I lost by less than a point. As you can see, I had Tua in this one. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Etienne. Etienne doesn't fumble. I win this game. But he had Gibbs. I had Montgomery, so of course that's going to happen like that. But Joe Burrow is obviously not going to play that bad all the time. And Tua, that actually, like, 24 points, he probably could have did a lot better. And the Ravens defense is going to do a lot better. So, you know what? I'll take that first week fluke, but I'm not dropping anybody, like, at all. Like Palmer, Hill, like Rodgers. Like, I'll probably look and see what else is out there. And Rodgers had an okay game. He could have did a lot better, but San Francisco defense is good. So, like I said, I did lose that one. This one, I won. I lost this one too, but what did I lose this one by? It wasn't a lot. I got destroyed. Yeah, I got destroyed. CJ Stroud did okay. Tank Dell didn't do anything. I did play worthy like I told everybody to do. Gibbs, Etienne, but then Mark Andrews, Zamir White, Young Hoku, and Atlanta defense killed me. But I did have Jaden Reed on the bench, which was very crucial to everything that was going on. So I'll do better next week on that. Let me see. That's not my team. My team roster. Okay, I think I lost this game by 5 points or something like that. But you know, Chuba Herbert didn't do anything. I didn't play Jameson Williams like I told everybody to do, and I didn't play J.K. Dobbins. I played both of them. I win the game. You know, I just can't. And like I said, Drake London didn't have a good game. George Kittle, he did. Let me see. He had 8 points. So you know, I thought he was gonna have a way better game than that. And DJ Moore didn't do anything. So Drake London, George Kittle, and DJ Moore, some of my main picks, didn't do anything. But I did have Jameson Williams and J.K. Dobbins, which Jameson Williams is going to be playing that inside on Tampa Bay, so he will have a good game. I don't think Amon St. Brown is going to have a good game on Tampa Bay, but Jameson Williams, if you got him, play him. And J.K. Dobbins on Carolina, okay, you know I'm going to play him this week against Carolina. So I'll probably do that right there. Go ahead and change that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Jameson Williams, and I'm gonna have to wait till I see what's going on because they're playing Philadelphia, and I don't know how Kirk Cousins is right now. Like when the defense are flying around him and he can't run, that's not a good thing for him. Like it's something going on with him when it comes to that. So that's the shirts and blouses league, and then this league I run 120 to 89. All right, and then like Lamar, AJ Brown, Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Evan Ingram didn't do anything though. Tank Dell didn't do much, but I did play Lat McConkey, which people probably can't even believe I played him. And I also want to look and see what's on this waiver wire here. Let me see. Players list, right? Some of these sites. Wow. Isaiah Likely is out there. Derek Carr is out there. Alec Pierce is out there. All right, let me see something. I'm going to claim him. Let's see what's up. Let's see what happens. And I'll claim him for Quentin Johnson. That's what I'll do. I'll try to get him. Try to get Likely off of that. I probably won't, but whatever. I'll try. And then I'll probably drop Atlanta because they got a hard schedule the first beginning of the season. So it's pointless to have them in the beginning of the season. But there's a couple things I see that I'll wait for if I don't get that. So, but right now I'm going to go to my prize picks stuff for you guys. So let's do that real quick. Let's go to prize picks. Get y'all some lineups going in. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I already did my lineups for today. I only did like a couple of them on here for you. So, and they're both going to be 5 lineups, 6-pick lineups. So this is the one I told y'all about earlier. Kyle Schwarber, Aaron Judge, Vladimir Guerrero, Shohei Ohtani, Luis Ariz, and then Gunnar Henderson. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, all the way down at 1.5. I did this because I've done this before, and they've actually hit it. I've had it where 3 of them hit a home run, and the rest of them just hit. Like Lewis is going to get on base. And then everybody else can knock it on. Gunnar is going to get on base, and he might also knock him in. Schwarber is liable to hit a home run. So Taj Bradley's pitching tonight for the Rays, my boy. But Taj Bradley will give up a home run quick. He will. So I'm hoping that, he gives up just that, 1 home run. It can be done with it. But he will. He don't give up a lot of scoring, but he'll give up that 1 or 2 home runs a game, and that's it. And that's the same thing with Lewis. Taj Bradley, Yu Darvish, Tina Charles, Alyssa Thomas, Satan Sabali, and Shohei. And this is like my mixed lineup. I did Taj and Ranger over 11, Yu Darvish and George Kirby over 10.5, Tina Charles over 28.5. By the way, when I pick stuff, I usually check and make sure at least there's consistency. That's what I look for, because it's still a guessing game. It's still like taking a chance. No matter how you do it, it's still taking a chance. So I literally look for consistency. Like Aaron Judge, he was on a big time slump, and then when he gets hot, he stays hot. Ohtani has just been hot, period, because the pitching that's pitching against him hasn't been that great. Vlad is hitting like a 474 right now. Aaron, and like I said, Lewis, he's one of the best getting on base players in the game. I have no idea why the Marlins let this dude go, but I guess they were pulling the Rays where they just break the team up. That's what they do. And Gunnar is Gunnar. He always plays everybody hard, period. He's an Auburn guy. You know what I'm saying? He played for Auburn in the college baseball series. He's good. One of the best shortstops in the league. So this is like my crazy lineup. Like I always play 6 picks for $7.50, $7.50. No sweat bet. This is doable. And if you don't, do 2. Do 2, 2, 2. Do 2, 2, and 2. A lot of people do that. They'll do 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Get your bankroll up. Me, I'm greedy. I'll do this. And like I said, with this one, like Taj can pitch, but he will give up a home run, which is why I did the Kyle Schwarber. But Taj and then Taj and Ranger, both of them, Rays strike out, Philadelphia will strike out. Like Constellanios, whatever his name is, Nick, he will get a couple strike out twice. So I'm hoping that Taj can get the 7 and he can pull the 5 out, and I'll be okay with that. Yu Darvish and George Kirby, Seattle strikes out more than anybody in the league, right around with Colorado. So I'm hoping, George Kirby can get up there. And Darvish, if he has a good game, he can get you 5 or 6 strikeouts. Then Tina Charge against Minnesota. Atlanta will probably lose this game. So if you want to take the over on this game, which I think is like 154, take the over and have Minnesota winning. But Tina Charles is going to give you her PRA. She's going to do what she's supposed to do. Alyssa Thomas is a rebound and assist. That's all she does. And she has the ugliest free throw shot in the world. But the woman can hit the free throws. I can't be mad at that. But rebounds and assists wise, she's going to do her thing. She's playing the LA Sparks. LA Sparks are not that great, especially after they lost Cameron Brink and somebody else they lost. But they're not that great. So I'm telling you right now, she's going to do her rebounds and assist thing. Say Sabali is going to have the game of her. Like, everybody plays New York Liberty hard with Breanna Stewart and Sabrina. So Sandra Sabali, and you know what? That's why she made her, I think she played for Australia or one of them. But she's good. She's good. She's very good. And she'll get the rebounds and assists because she's going to try to out-rebound Brianna. And then Shohei Ohtani, everybody knows Shohei Ohtani. Like, he is literally, I hate to say it, he has to be an android. This is for, entertainment purposes only, whatever I need to say. He's the best player in baseball, period. Like, I want to say somebody else, but he literally is. You can't have that many. He's that big with stolen bases. He has an arm. He can hit home runs. Like, you're scared of him when you go to but you still pitch to him. Like, and then he has Betts, Freeman, Lux, all those guys behind him with Page. Like, I picked for it to be the Dodgers and the Yankees to go to the World Series. And I'm telling you right now, like, if it's not, only other people be Phillies and Baltimore, teams like that up there. But I'm telling you right now, if he goes to the World Series against the Yankees, it might be the most watched World Series ever. And remember, I'm calling it for you now. If you want to play it on Hard Rock, I'm calling it for you right now. So that's what you got to do. But I'm going to give y'all a couple of don't panics. Don't panic on Mark Andrews. Please don't panic on Mark Andrews. Being a Ravens fan, I'm telling you right now what happened in that game. Like, I keep telling people the same thing with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce last year did not have a good year until he got to the playoffs. Everybody know that, right? Because I drafted him in 2 leagues last year. He did not do that great all year. Injuries and, just spreading the ball around. Defense was better against him. He had to block a lot, and he was double-teamed a lot in that game, along with Mark Andrews. That's why both tight ends on the opposite team, the secondary tight ends, had good games. People are gonna go draft Likely and get and pay whatever they gotta pay off the waiver wire and their frap or whatever you want to call it. He's not doing that every week. I'm sorry, like he's not. Like it's you, like with the way the Ravens offense is, like the people that are panicking on Derrick Henry, they were playing from behind. Justice Hill is the passing down back. So if they're playing from behind, Derrick Henry is only going to be out there every now and then. And then on top of that, you're going to have Mark Andrews. He was getting double teamed most of the game, and he was blocking. So I'm talking about, like, what are you going to do? Like, he actually played 2 more snaps than Likely. Likely literally just had a catch and a long run. It's not like like I said, I love Likely. Like, he's a beast. He's going to be good one day. Remind me of Antonio Gates a little bit. But you can't go and if you got Mark Andrews and Likely, you either going to be trying to play which one every week, or you better play both every week, because it's not going to be just one of them that's doing well. I'm telling you right now, it's not. And I already can see people online telling people, go pick up Likely, go pick up Likely. I'm like, okay, do what you got to do. And then there's people out there already like dropping Drake London and, Drake London is not going to be Kirk Cousins. It's TJ Watt. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, are y'all not watching the same? And I know what it is. Most people don't watch the games like most analysts and most people do. So they're looking at the stat line and it's like, oh my God, like Kirk Cousins didn't do anything. Well, like I said earlier, most of the top 10 or top 15 quarterbacks didn't do anything. I don't think Dak Prescott had over 200 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, out of the top 4 drafted up top, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen was the only 2, I think, that had over like 20-something points. Other than that, you had the Derek Carrs and Baker Mayfield. You do better going to get Derek Carr because, like I said, they have one of the easiest schedules in the league this year. So it'd be better for you to just go get Derek Carr and be done with it. Like, if you're going to, like, pull out, like, where you're like, panicking on Kirk Cousins, just go do that. A couple other people, like I said, you want to panic, like Deshaun Watson. I wouldn't know what to tell you about Cleveland. Like after the first week, I really don't know what to tell you. Chris Olave, Derek Carr gonna do just like he did last year. At first, I thought he didn't even like Rashid Shaheed, but obviously he does. But I know what's gonna happen when it comes to Chris Olave. Next week, Chris Olave gonna go off, and everybody gonna sit him. The week after that, it's gonna be Rashid Shaheed or Jawan Johnson, and you're gonna sit somebody else. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen because they're gonna spread the ball around, and you're gonna be looking for who's gonna get it. But they're spreading the ball around, so it's gonna be hard to know. My Jaden Reed pick this week is going to scare me because Malik Willis, he has no passing touchdowns in 3 years. This is his third year in the NFL. He has no passing touchdowns. And he has 3 interceptions in all that time. So he scares me. And he has weapons around him. It's going to be up to the coach to give him plays that he can do. Dump offs to get him comfortable. Might even have a run here and there. But you probably want to start the game with an easy throw to the flats. So Josh Jacobs is probably going to have a good game this week. I guarantee it. Only reason he might not have a good game because if you're playing against him, you're probably going to want to make Malik Willis throw. So you're going to put people in the box to stop the run, stop Josh Jacobs. But that's why I say Josh Jacobs, if you're in the PPR league, Josh Jacobs might have a good game this week. So you probably want to play. Puka Nacua, like I said, is going to be gone. I think the kid name was Tyler Johnson. I think that's who it is. The other kid that went off. I haven't did a lot of research on that game. The only research I did on that game is that Cooper Kupp had 9 targets, and that's just Cooper Kupp. Matt Stafford, no matter who is on that team, he slings that rock, and he's going to keep slinging the rock. J.K. Dobbins this week is my player of the week, and the reason I say that because they're playing Carolina. And like I told people before, and by the way, Gus Edwards actually had 2 more snaps than Dobbins. They're a split backfield no matter what people think. It's just Dobbins got the play that broke. Like Gus Edwards could have got the play that broke. We'll be talking a different tune too. And that's why I say, don't panic. Everybody's talking about don't panic. Because we see it year after year where people panic on players. And then you sit there and I got to get rid of this guy. You can't panic. Just don't panic. Let me see what I got. Okay, did the Hard Rock version of that. That's awesome. So if you did the Hard Rock version of my lineup, you can do the 1.5, which is probably a lot better. And you probably do $5 to win 500 if you want to do the Hard Rock version of my Cal Schwarber lineup. It's not bad. It'd be 1.5 for Judge, Vlad, all of them. And like I said, from what it looks like, it's $10 to win $439 if you get that 10% boost. And that's not bad. That's easy to do. I'm actually thinking about going back and do that on there. A lot of times I try to split both of them and do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm going to try to wake up in the morning and do another stream, but I'll probably do it more based on prize picks and stuff like that tomorrow. But check your waiver wire out. If you lost, the 2 biggest things I'm telling you guys to do today, anytime you have somebody playing on Monday night, put that person in your flex. That way you have more options for Monday. One of the biggest things people don't do, they keep them in that same spot of that lineup, but put them in your flex. That way, when Monday comes up, you don't have to just grab a running back or just grab a tight end or just grab a receiver. That way you have more flexibility, literally more flexibility if that guy shows up. Because a lot of people couldn't go get Jordan Mason. If you can't go get him, you could have played other people that at least get you some points to keep you from getting a 0. So those are the things you have to think about. Those are I lost a couple games by half a point. It has nothing to do with Monday night, but you imagine if I had Monday night and I had McCaffrey, but I couldn't find anybody to play in there because I needed a running back and I had to try to find one. Don't get me wrong, Jawan Johnson, I think, caught a catch. Alan Lazard caught a couple catches. But if I'd have played a flex, I could have played those guys. And that's the one thing you got to remember. And my other play is J.K. Dobbins, play of the week. I'll tell you right now, J.K. Dobbins again against Carolina. Don't get me wrong, he don't have the breakaway speed anymore, but he has that boost. When he come out of that hole, he got that boost. So that's what you want to do. But let me see. I think that's about it, man. Like, if y'all have any questions, I wanted to do this quick. It was only 36 minutes. But if y'all do have any questions or anything like that, DM me, message me, comment at the bottom. Comment on some things I can do better. Give it a like. Give it a subscription. Like, it's finna get crazy, y'all. It was a good first weekend. It was a lot of duds when it comes to, like, quarterbacks and stuff like that. It was a lot of big time dudes. A lot of the rookies came out, which I loved. Like, I had a couple bad calls. Like that Dolphins game, I expected to be way higher scoring than that, and that game was just so bad. And I'm mad. Like, I did like a every game parlay, and the 3 games I lost on was because of the overs and unders, and that was the Dolphins game, the Atlanta and Pittsburgh game, and then it was one of the midday games. And those are the only 3 out of all weekend that I lost on, and it hurt me. Oh, I know what it was. I actually lost on the pick of picking the Giants over Minnesota. So those 3 games kept me from making like about $3,000, about $3 or $5, $3 to $5. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. That's how it works. It's a no sweat bet when you do things like that. You put more money, you could take some games off, and I do that a lot of time. But I just do that usually before the game. But if you want to check out anything, check out those. How I did this weekend, I didn't do actually that great this weekend. Like I said, I had some weird stuff like that. Look at that. Like, that wasn't bad. Like, I did a second half one, and Brees Hall couldn't get 8.5 because they stopped. Once they pulled away a little bit, that was it. But this is second half. Like, I thought Aaron Rodgers could throw 123 yards in the second half, but he barely played the fourth quarter. And then that one, Brees Hall, I just showed you that. And then Mahal Rose, but then Suzuki, Otani, like I told you, consistency, and Freddie Freeman. And then here, I did a 20 on that. And Brees Hall, Tyler Bass, Matt Prater, and then Cam Little decided he wanted to miss that field goal. And then the Caleb Williams, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. They tell you if you get at least 75% right, you're a star. I mean, you're a pro. That's what they tell you. If you get at least 75% of your bets right, you're a pro. So I guess at this point, I got to at least be close to a pro. I don't think I am by any means because I feel like I can do better. But at least they gave me this back because that was only a 0.5 for them to get that. So I definitely would have got that. Either way, it still would have been 25. I did go hard on the sack stuff this weekend. But, like I said, Dodger stuff I got going down packed. Like, I had a bad weekend because it was no, like, we're used to high scoring games and a lot of passing, and it was a lot more defense going on, a lot more bad passing. So we'll figure it out. We all will figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, thank you guys for being there. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the subscribes. Hey, share this stuff